Hi guys, it's Monica. Jay and I are heading to the beach. We got reservations and it was one of those like last minute things because our motorhome had broken down and then we had the repairs and a long story. Anyways, we got reservations. We're heading into the beach. We spent the morning kind of like just throwing stuff out into the RV because it was empty. I'm like super psyched. And yeah, so today all I have on my skin is my Australian Gold sunblock, the tinted sunblock, the 50 SPF, and a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Anti-Aging Armor 50 SPF as well, because I derma-rolled last night and I didn't want to have to derma-roll tonight at the beach because who knows, maybe we'd be out and about, maybe out to dinner, maybe doing whatever, but I didn't want to derma-roll. So I did last night and I want to have sort of more of a naked face today. This is the first fall weekend, baby?
Yep. And
he's so attentive. Look at, I mean, whenever he's with me, he's so attentive. He pays attention to me, never looks at his cell phone. He just always is riveted to me, right, baby?
Yep.
Yeah, right. This is the river beach and we're walking. I'm gonna try to raise it up so I can get my honey in here. And we're walking along the Merrimack River Beach at sunset.
Yeah.
So we were hoping, we didn't get a good sunset last night. So we were really hoping to get a halfway decent sunset today, but I don't know. I got up really early this morning and did the sunrise. I hated to leave this place today, but I actually had to leave bright and early, and so did Jay. Spent most of the day in my Londonderry office, which from here at the beach, I'm 30 minutes east of my house. And my office is about 30 minutes west of my house. So in the morning, it takes me a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes to get to work, depending on traffic. And it also takes the same time for me to get to the beach if I wanted to from the house. But from the beach to my office, there's a couple of different roads, but it can be a good 45-minute ride, again, depending on traffic. So that's where I was. So the really cool thing is that most everyone has left here. This place was packed on the weekend, absolutely packed. And now, Monday night, well, we started to see people pull out yesterday, so you can see it's pretty empty. It's amazing. And Jay and I are down in F-Row. It's not the best site because we're off the beach a little bit. Over the weekend, these high-end sites, high-number sites are pretty well booked solid. So we are down F-Row, and I think we're in F48. No, it must be F36 or something, because right here coming up is site F42. So I'm gonna let this run till I get to the motorhome. I'll probably crop a lot of the footage out because I'm sure this is jiggling like crazy. I love my new camera, but I'm not in love with the stabilization, although I will admit the walk around stabilization is much better than my Sony was. Our little tiny motorhome. So I'm so bad. What do you think? What do you think of these? So I, went over to Salisbury Center and I went into the Sea Glass, and I love their little gift shop, and I'll insert some of the clips in here because they're just absolutely, they get some really beautiful jewelry, and it's all custom. It's not like, it's not like a fortune, but they have some really pretty pieces. So I went in there and I couldn't resist, but hey, I'm a bachelorette tonight because Jay is working. And I think that's funny because he's working and I'm playing at the beach. So yeah, so I couldn't resist a pair of earrings in that store. Holy mackerel, were they beautiful. I think I have a thing for Swartz. I can't even say the word. Swartzy's crystals, but I absolutely love them. They are, I'm under the building. Whoa, I'm gonna get wet. Woo. I'm still testing out my camera, but ocean. This is so pretty here. It said in one of my earlier videos, which hasn't seen the light of day yet, I'm in my happy place. I definitely am in my happy place. Even if I get wet. Yep. I tried to shoot a little video clip when I first got back to the campsite. I went down to the ocean. I'm going to insert the clip here. I don't think it actually came out well. I went down there and the tide was coming in. It's just absolutely beautiful, very dramatic. But what I was excited about was that I had gone to the dermatologist today. It was my regular 1-year checkup, except it was a 1.5 years for me. Back in May of 2016, I think it was May, maybe even April, I had a little cancer thingy removed. And oh gosh, I hope it's not too windy here for my mic. But I had a little cancer thing removed and I was supposed to go back in a 1-year time frame. And of course, did Monica? No. So I kind of hemmed and hawed and stalled and I finally decided I better go. So I had my 1-year checkup more like about a 1.5 years, just about later. And I did the full screening. You know, you stand there in your undies and like they check out your back, your sides, places you can't spot. And he did remove a spot on the back of my arm. Of course, I could never see that. He said not to worry. It's really nothing, but he removed it, froze it off. And he said my face, the cancer spot that he removed looks really good. Nothing has grown back, so I got A-okay. And he said that he said my skin looks absolutely fantastic. And so I was like super excited about that because he was the guy that kept saying you don't really need the Retin-A, you know, it doesn't really work and all that. But he was looking at between the 1.5 years ago when he first gave me my script, and then of course some of you know that I got the script and I didn't fill it right away because I was nervous. I had heard all the horror stories, so I just didn't fill it right away. And then when I finally filled it, I filled it with a Canadian pharmacy. The prices were absolutely so much better. So I did that. He gave me a script for more Retin-A, and he gave me 11 refills. I'm like, really, 11 refills? Wow, he thinks I'm going to be using it like that. But he suggested I stay on 4 to 5 times a week until about 6 months from now, then try to go up to 5 or 6 nights a week and just ease into it slowly. He was really pleased with my progress, and I took the script. Even though I'm buying my Retin-A overseas and I don't need a script right now, you never know. If they change their policy, I didn't want to be caught short on the sense of not having a script if I need it. So my hands are shaking, I think, from holding my camera in my selfie position. I hope it's not making you all seasick or something. But so that was my day today, and Jay's teaching, and as I said earlier, I went to the sea glass. There she goes. Just see this little dab as the sun is setting. Really so pretty. So it's time to say goodnight, world. The sun went down. I did a couple of video clips. I did a time lapse. I did the time lapse with my iPhone because I don't know how to do it with my camera. I know you can do a time lapse or slow-mo or whatever. You can do a bunch of different things with this camera, but I haven't figured them out yet. I came home from work and I came right down to the beach, and then I went to Salisbury Center. And then I came here because the sun was setting. I haven't even been to the motorhome yet. And I'm hungry. And that's the beauty about when, you know, you're going solo because your husband's working. I'm not going to cook for myself, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have some ice cream. Shh, don't tell anyone if I have ice cream.